place of God. And it gives them these titles to go along with that, to kind of fit the bill. And they make themselves larger than life. The Lord said, in that same passage there, the Pharisees like to enlarge the borders of their garments, and they wear their phylacteries. They had bells and whistles and so forth. All these this kind of wonderful garb that just makes them bigger than life, larger than life. After all, if you're going to keep the people in line, you have to kind of awe and intimidate and that kind of thing. Malachi in chapter 1, verse 6, the Lord said, "A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master." Those are two titles we just read. "If then I be a father, where is my honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you. O priests that despise my name. And you say, wherein have we despised thy name?" I don't know what you're talking about, Lord. And by the way, you call me Father. Look, now, lest I let some other groups off the hook, look in to come over and over and over again and bring their sins, their thefts and murders and all of those things, and it delivers them so that they can go out and do it again and again and again and again. See, we are delivered to do all these abominations. That's how the system works. It frees us up to continue to sin. We come back, we get delivered, we go out and do it all over again. Now, Psalm 16, if you would. Back over into the book of Psalms. Let's take a look at this drink offering. Psalm, chapter 16. This is the psalm that ends with the prophecy of the resurrection in verse 9. It's a good day to look at that. Psalm 16, verse 9. "Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption." So that's foreshadowing and prophesying the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ. We're told that in more than one place in the New Testament. But back up, verse 3. Psalm 16, verse 3. "But to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight," the goodness of the Lord extends to them, "their sorrows shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips." So those drink offerings that they're offering to the Queen of Heaven are drink offerings of blood. And we won't, we won't go too far into that. In fact, I don't think we'll step any further into that at all, except for to say that I grew up in a system, and many of you may have, and many of you know people who partake on a regular basis of these drink offerings of blood. This is not some ancient barbaric thing that fell out of favor when man got civilized. This religion exists, and it's thriving as we stand here this morning. Come with me to 1 Corinthians chapter 10. They have drink offerings. Again, Israel had drink offerings. Well, there you go. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, as you come into the New Testament, there's a new remembrance instituted. And of course, this religion is more than happy to be in line to accommodate itself. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 20, but I say, Paul writes, that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils, and not to God. And I would not that you should have fellowship with devils. We cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partaker of the Lord's table and the table of devils. Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than He? So this thing's got it's got a cup and it's got a table. And it's the cup of devils and the table of devils, and they've got the drink offering in the cup, and they've got those cakes on the table. And it's all very, it just molds and shifts and changes and morphs itself just so easily.